Conversations with Sandy and Friends, a weekly talking segment with invited guests, best-selling authors, international speakers, coaches, and business leaders. A collective conversation aimed to empower, encourage, inspire all that listen. So welcome to our show, Coffee Conversations with Sandy and Friends.
Well, hello, and let me move my camera over here. Hey, everybody, and welcome to another great episode of Coffee Conversation and Book Talks with Sandy, where we are powered by the Her Media Network. We're heard in over 350 million viewers worldwide. And yes, Book Talks with Sandy, where we host authors, anthology book projects. Most of all, I say that it is for you. Why? Because you just might be looking for a good book to read. Today I'm doing a special episode interview with this amazing lady who I'm saying welcome back. Okay, welcome back to today. I am going to bring her on. And yes, hello.
Hi, how are you?
I am doing great. Welcome back. If you will, come on and introduce yourself to us, and I'll be right back.
Well, hello, everyone. My name is Dr. Reeder. I am from Philadelphia, PA, and I am excited to speak with you all and Dr. Sandy about my new book called Beneath the Burnout. So I am really excited about today. Thank you for having me.
You are welcome. You're so welcome. So listen, I need you all to share this out, share it out with chat. We will begin to have the conversation about this new book project. And so bear with me here for just a moment, and we will be right back. Well, listen, I am super excited. I don't know if you guys can still see me. I am over here. My camera is freezing for some reason today, Dr. Sheena. I'm so sorry. Oh, my goodness. Dr. Rita, I'm telling you, listen, the devil is a liar. We're going to have this amazing conversation. Listen, I need you all to share this out. We're going to be talking about the new book project, Beneath the Burnout. And we also are going to talk about an upcoming event that Dr. Reeder has coming up. And most of all, let's go ahead and share who Dr. Reeder is. And while I'm doing this, if you all will share this out, Dr. Reeder, I'm going to do some sharing as well. Dr. Tashina Reeder, Ph.D., is a licensed social worker, author, speaker, and trauma-informed wellness educator. With more than 25 years of experience helping individuals and organizations prevent burnout, honor their capacity, and build healthier, more sustainable lives. She is the founder of Soul Care Services and Soul Care Academy, where she equips professional leaders and organizations with practical strategies to strengthen well-being, foster resilient leadership, and create a lasting change. Dr. Reeder is the author of the book that we're going to talk about today, Beneath the Burnout, and several other books and journals exploring women's wellness. So as we continue, I'm going to ask Dr. Reeder to greet you and share a little bit about this upcoming project.
Sure. Hello again. So on Friday, August the 14th, I'll be having my virtual book launch. So all of you are invited. And I'm excited about this book launch because I am also going to have a wellness panel with some amazing panelists who ranges from a therapist to other entrepreneurs who will be also sharing about their experiences with burnout. And so I invite you to join in on the conversation, connect and network with those in attendance. And so that's the flyer that Sandy is showing now. And you can also register. It's free to attend. You could bring your friend. and join in on the fun and have this important conversation that I think is trending, it's pressing in today's time. Sandy, we can't hear you. You're on mute.
I'm just talking. I'm saying that truly I know that this is going to be a great project, great conversation that many leaders, women in leadership, most certainly need. And you're providing a safe space for women to come and talk. How did the birth beneath the burnout, where did this come from?
Yeah.
The writing of this book.
Yeah. And so it started sometime last year. I was laid off from work. And I realized, so in the job that I was doing, was busy work, busy. You were always on the move. And
Right.
also um, building my own business, so I was constantly moving. And then when the layoff happened unexpectedly, I was forced to sit still. And I realized sitting still for so long
Yes.
made me a bit uncomfortable. And I realized, wow, the layoff just exposed what I was already experiencing. But I didn't realize it was burnout. We're so, I believe that we're so used to functioning at this level, right? And
Uh-huh.
it baseline. And so when we're sitting still or resting, we're really here, which we should be at a
Wow.
baseline, not here. So when we have to sit and rest, for many of us, when we're used to functioning here, we will add to our plate to get
Right.
that state of being. And so I was forced to sit down and rest and be still and to think about my next, I guess, the next phase of my life now that I was officially unemployed. Um, I considered myself being in God's waiting room, and that caused me to reflect about this anxiety I was feeling, this exhaustion
Yeah.
I was feeling, not
Yeah.
wanting to, go back to a 9 to 5. I didn't understand the irritability that was being exposed, and
Hmm.
disconnect I was beginning to experience, and a withdrawal. And I realized I was already experiencing those things while working, but we're so used to pressing through that we don't take enough time to sit and really assess what we're really experiencing or putting a name to it, right?
Yes. So, in conversation, did you find that there were other women that do operate at that level, were experiencing some of the same things? Is that what we possibly will be hearing on Friday?
Yes, the truth of the matter is, I think we all are working here. The world in
Wow.
which we live in, we're kind of forced to be
Yeah.
here. We wear multiple hats. So while we're working, and let me stress this, I don't
Uh
want
huh.
people to assume that burnout is just about occupational stress. Burnout is just a chronic exposure to stress, and that could fall into the categories of caregiving,
Uh
parenting,
huh.
leadership, entrepreneurship, um, you name it. Any chronic exposure to stress where you're not attending to your well-being can become a form of burnout. And so I believe that in the world we're living, especially for women, we're constantly at this level.
Yeah.
Specifically for us, our Black women, we have to. It's part of our survival. We've always been functioning here with our
Got
education. We've had to go further. We're the most educated women to be able to get to a place where we can take care of our children and to take care of business,
Yeah.
to take care of the things that we need to, because we are functioning in a capacity where we're surviving. And so the kind of the heartbeat of this book is not just about burnout, but respecting our capacity. So the question
Mm.
we should be asking ourselves is, do I have the capacity to do X, Y, and Z?
So
Right?
should we pause before we accept new assignments? You're really pulling the questions out of my head now. So again, before the capacity answering, before we say yes to a new assignment, before we say yes to a new project, before we say yes to new careers, are you saying that this is where that time to pause and really see, do we have the capacity? Come on and expand on that.
I think there should be an honest assessment with self, right? And I
Okay.
think depending on the situation, right,
Mhm.
there is an immediate yes that may be needed and required, but we still should be asking ourselves, can I do this now? Or
Mhm.
how what do I need to be able to do this well? And sometimes for some of us, especially us as business owners or entrepreneurs, we find ourselves chasing trends. Do you have the capacity to do this? Is it necessary? Sometimes we may feel like we have to say yes, especially when it comes to caregiving, right? Because it's our loved ones.
Yeah.
And it's hard to face the hard truth that sometimes you may not be in a space emotionally to do the thing, but we still have to say yes
Mm-hmm.
because perhaps the situation may require you to be that caretaker. And so even in that space, it's important to self-assess that if I have to do this, what capacity do I have to be
Right.
to be well in that and well for myself. And so I believe that in anything that we do, we have to assess, am I what's motivating the doing, right? And do I have the capacity to do it and do it well? So I think it should be a constant self-assessment, a question we should ask ourselves that I honestly wasn't asking myself often.
You wasn't, and you probably are finding that many women are not. And
Hmm.
and then when a change happens in our lives, we discover that there is something going on concerning burnout, our emotions, or when you're sitting down and your body is used to getting up at a certain hour, your body is, all of those things. Do you talk about that in the book?
I do. I talk about the different physical signs, the environmental signs, the social signs that we experience, the mental signs that we experience that we oftentimes ignore. In the midst of writing this, I was also doing my share reading of burnout. And I can reflect on many conversations I've had with my friends. And, maybe you can relate to this, that many of them will start off with a statement of such as, "Whoo, girl, I am so tired. Whew, I need a vacation," or "I got to get this done, and I'm burning the midnight oil." Like there's a thing called stress bragging, and
Oh,
all the
wow.
things that we do because we're so used to functioning here that our
Yep.
bodies tell us that we need a break, but we're not paying attention, right? So we have the headaches, our homes become cluttered, we become less social, we are fatigued or mental fog, right? And so these are different signs that come about that's saying, "Hey, you're tired," but we
Yeah.
keep
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
and not attending to our needs. And I do believe that we can be successful not at the expense of our well-being, but they both can coexist. It's not an either or, but it's a both and.
Got it.
Yeah.
Got it. And I love how you just mentioned not at the expense
Mhm.
of whatever can occur when you're operating at that level. Listen, we're on with a special conversation with the phenomenal. Yes, you're an award-winning author. You are a visionary author as well. We're talking to Dr. Tashina Reeder, who has a new book project. Now, is this a solo project? This is just you?
Solo project, me, right? It's a solo project,
Yeah.
and um, yeah,
And we're going to have you to read from it just a little bit. What we're going to do is talk about this book. She's got an event coming up. We'll talk about that, how you can register. I did put the Zoom link in, and this is a panel discussion. We're talking about wellness. We're going to be talking about the book on Friday night, but a panelist of women that will be sharing. And so at this time, I'm going to play an infomercial. And after that, we will be coming back and speaking with, we're going to have Dr. Reeder to read from her book. Okay. All right. So hold one moment as she gets ready to pull out some information from this amazing book project. Okay. All right.
Hello, everyone. My name is Dr. Jonathan Haynes, and I'm so honored to be a sponsor for Book Talks with Sandy Sanders. I am offering my services to you. Yes, you heard that right. I am the Songbird of the South, Gospel Award-winning recording artist, 5-time international best-selling author, motivational speaker, educator, mental health coach, vocal coach, and I'm offering my service to you. Yes, you heard that right. You can reach me at phone number 228-313-9068 or reach me by email, sbirdproductions56@gmail.com. I'm looking forward to connecting with you, and let's continue to support Dr. Sandy Sanders with Book Talks with Sandy Sanders. God bless you all.
Thank you so much, Dr. Jonathan Haynes, and we'll have his information in on the chat if you're looking for someone to be able to come and share with your men's ministry, even as a recording artist, gospel recording artist. Yes, he will definitely be a blessing to your event. Today I am on with, this is a special episode that we're doing midday with Dr. Tashina Reeder, who has a new book project that she's going to be actually reading from it. And there's an upcoming event that she is doing. The book is called Beneath the Burnout. There is a virtual book launch experience that we're going to be spotlighting, wellness panel spotlight. But we're going to have her to read a little bit from this amazing book project, Beneath the Burnout. And so at this time, I present our today's author guest. Yes, Dr. Tashina Reeder.
Okay. So what I will do is read a bit from the introduction. Heavy is the head that wears the crown. We've all heard that saying, but what happens when the crown becomes too heavy to carry? When does responsibility become resentment? When does strength become survival? When does success begin to cost you yourself? Perhaps the question isn't whether you're capable of carrying the crown. Perhaps the better question is the weight you're carrying still yours to bear? If you've ever found yourself asking that question, you're not alone. There comes a moment when something feels off, not wrong enough to stop everything, not dramatic enough to fall apart, just off. You are still showing up, still leading, still responding to emails, still taking care of your responsibilities and the people who depend on you. From the outside, your life may look full, productive, even successful. But internally, something feels heavier than it should. Says you're tired. Not the kind of tiredness that a nap can fix. Not the kind that disappears after a weekend of rest. This is a deeper fatigue, one that lingers in your body, follows you into your thoughts, and shows up in subtle ways throughout your day. It may look like irritability, difficulty focusing, emotional distance, or a sense that you are moving through life on autopilot. You are functioning, but not fully present. You are accomplishing, but not necessarily feeling connected to what you are doing. And at the end of each chapter, I provide a hard truth. I call it hard truth because there are some things that we have to face. In order to grow, we have to face some truths to acknowledge what needs to change. And so, one of the hard truths at the end of this chapter is burnout isn't the problem, it's the signal. Are you paying attention? And after those, I have capacity checks. I have little activities you can do after each question and some thought-provoking questions for you to ask yourself after reading each chapter, right? The goal is not to just read, but the goal is I'm hoping that you will arrive at wellness, right? Some level of transformation and really having that conversation with yourself. How am I really feeling? Am I experiencing burnout? What is this, right? And I will say this. I know that women of a certain age, we're entering in this stage called menopause, and some of those experiences may overlap. And I do speak about that in this book of how even myself, when I was experiencing my burnout, I was the experiences of going through perimenopause was also overlapping with some of the symptoms or signs of burnout, and so I speak about that as well. And so I'm excited about this book. The goal, like I said, is not just to write a book, right, but to write a book that's impactful and meaningful that can evoke change, but more so change the narrative in our own thinking about how we're taking care of ourselves, right? Are we really well, right? We would like to think that we are, and of course life, right? But at the end of the day, it's important to also take care of yourself so that you can still be successful and well, regardless of the roles that you wear, right? You are still your priority, right? Because if you are not well, it's hard for you to pour out, as they say, an empty cup. So fill that cup up, grab your copy of Beneath the Burnout, come attend the book launch that's going to take place on Friday. This Friday, we're going to have a live DJ for a exhale jam. We're going to have a wellness panel, some giveaways, some goodies, connections. Come in and join the conversation to learn more about this thing called burnout.
I'm coming back. Let's see. There I am. Oh man, this is good. You all have to get your book. You have to get the book. I did put up the link to her website. And also, I have in the chat, go ahead and register. If you're listening now or you're listening to the replay, yes, you can actually go ahead and register for Friday night. What are some, I think you just shared with us some of the expectations that you're going to have a DJ, and what else are you going to have?
Celebration. I think all too often, I've learned that as adults, sometimes we don't know how to have fun. It's okay to laugh, let loose a bit.
Yeah.
Less stress, so the DJs in places that have you dance a little bit, shake off the day as we sit together and talk about burnout. Yeah.
I love how it's going to be on a Friday night. So listen, you really don't have to go anywhere, but come dressed in the mood. All right. Wear your bright colors. Come on in. Yes. Come on in. Even bring some, what they call party favor blowers, and let's celebrate Dr. Reeder on this amazing book project and the women that will be on the panel. Let's go ahead and connect. Go ahead and register, and let's be in the room to celebrate. Let's be in the room to find out about this burnout. Because if you've experienced it and not really realize, Dr. Reeder, I believe I've gone through that. In fact, I know I have, especially after COVID. And I was just moving. And I felt burnt out from work, from virtual, from doing this, doing that. And we didn't have the language. I know I'm not the only one. We didn't have the language, what you have put in this book. We didn't know how to articulate what was happening to our bodies. Yeah, especially they call it women that are high function, women that are on the go, women that are constantly moving. How does one more question is coming to mind is, how does self-care roll into this? What would your comment be regarding the self-care piece?
Well, I think self-care is really kind of intertwining that, because when we're asking ourselves, do we have capacity, it is a form of checking in with yourself, which is self-care, right? And I always tell the women who I work with that, we should do mental health check-ins. How am I feeling in the moment? What do I need right now? Or how's my relationships with family or friends, so I can or my work relationships? How is it affecting my mood? When we go throughout the day, we can be happy. We wake up in the morning full of joy, and by noon somebody done annoyed us and got under our skin. And it's important even at that time to check in. Say, wait a minute, what just happened?
Right.
And we're gonna have moments. And so I think the thing that we're challenged with is being able to set time aside to address that in the moment, because we're busy, we're working, especially if we're working a 9 to 5.
Yeah.
To produce, you're gonna have some people who don't respect that boundary. Family, friends, children, right? And so
children, yes.
They say, what do I need in this moment? That's where that saying comes from, that woo side, the woo side, hide in the bathroom, do what we need to do to pour back into ourselves. I think women, we sacrifice our own needs to make sure others have, right? And that's great. We should also pour back into ourselves at the same time.
Yes, that is so important. You're absolutely right. And so let me see, am I on mute? Can you hear me?
I hear you. Yeah.
Okay, great. So thank you for answering that question, because that is so important. That question, when I talk about self-care, I was pulling up a banner here, talking about self-care, because one of the things that comes to mind is that if you if someone asks you, are you okay? Especially us women, and in our circle, we've got, us as African American women, us as Black females that are working in the corporate world, whether she's a full entrepreneur or the corporate world. Are you okay? Ooh, are you okay? Don't say you're okay. Oh, yeah, girl, I'm fine. Mm-mm. If you really feel this is a safe space, your unction is tell it. What would you say to that?
Well, one, I want to acknowledge that because I think we live in a world where, if we're honest,
Yeah.
we don't want to be judged by our own shortcomings or our struggles, but also vulnerability for some folks may feel a bit unsafe, right? And
Yeah.
so we're conditioned to say, "Oh, I'm fine," right? Because maybe on some deeper level for some women, they feel like I can get through this because we're so conditioned to push through.
Oh man, that's
So
good.
do it, and this,
Yeah. 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 Yeah.
other folks who have a narrative of I don't want to be a burden, so they won't share what's going on with them.
Right.
You have some women who will share, right?
Yeah.
But I think as a society, whenever you ask somebody how you doing, they always say fine. That's just the answer you get,
That's the
right?
natural
It's the
answer.
natural, right? And
Yeah.
so I do hope that we get to a place to find a safe space where we
Yeah.
can be honest and a bit vulnerable,
Yeah.
um,
Yeah.
share about how we're really feeling. But it's unfortunate the world we live in sometimes doesn't feel safe, don't feel safe, even with some of our trusted folks, because they too are
Are
probably
going through something, could be. Yeah.
carrying. And
And that's
so,
where I think you're talking about is that we women feel that I already know she going through enough, so I'm just not gonna bother her.
something, yeah.
And so yeah, go ahead. I'm sorry.
I think it's pretty common, but I'm hoping that we get to a place when we, now that we're in this space of rest, and I say that because during the political height of the 92%, we were tired, and I think that tiredness
Yeah.
came from the burnout, right? The burnout of just constantly being
Yeah.
in the front, constantly doing, and so even now, I hope we get into the space of being well in mind, body, and spirit, and being okay with sharing with a sister, someone who you can trust, to say, "Hey, do you have a
Yeah.
minute? Can you hold space for me?" I
Yeah.
think this is what happened after that 92% was speaking of, we're resting. A lot of different women groups kind of emerged, if you will, holding space for women to gather to
Yeah.
talk about some challenges because we need it. We need that space to hold each other up.
Yeah.
It's
Absolutely.
a lot. Yeah.
Yeah, to hold each other up. And exactly. So listen, those that are in the audience listening now, or you may be in the audience, we want you to sign up for Friday night. Come on, be a part of this amazing event. The invitation is truly there, and there it is. And I put it over in the live chat, so all you have to do is click on and go ahead and register. It's absolutely free. Come, mingle, network, and listen to these amazing women that will be sharing the panel and talking about, yes, this great book project. And so do go ahead and register. All right. And let's be in there to support Dr. Reeder along with her guest as they have this discussion, because I think everybody may have experienced the burnout, and what you all will be talking about, they can walk away with some nuggets that will help navigate this next, because we are almost at the brink of the end of 2026. Can you believe it?
I know. It's so fast, right?
It is, yeah, absolutely. So listen, I think that this, yes, we want to put the book in your hand as well. So she's going to be offering the book at the event, but we also do have the link to her website. And listen, go ahead and purchase the book as well. Come to the event with the book. You just know the ladies may be talking about it as well. So I think that's a great.
It'll launch on the 14th, so you can purchase it after the launch. So yeah.
purchase it after the launch. So listen, just look out for all the announcements. Be ready to swipe that card, be ready. But today we want you to register. We'll be playing the replay. If you're catching it on the replay, do go ahead, show up and let them know, hey, we heard Dr. Reeder on Coffee Conversations and Book Talks with Sandy podcast, and we're here to support. So we're going to have a great time on Friday night.
Yeah.
I do want to share a quick announcement, and then Dr. Reeder, I want you to be ready to give us your last thoughts. Okay. There is there's a humanitarian leadership project that I participate in every year in Nigeria, and we have our event that is coming up. I want to share my screen here just to those of you that may know Coach Shirley Murphy, who is not only a publisher, but she's a visionary author as well. Just showing this. This is the Humanitarian Summit and Outreach that we do every year. So this year for 2026, our theme is Rebuilding Humanity, Strengthening Leadership and Resilience and Social Systems in a New Nigeria. So I do represent the U.S. team, the United States team. And so we'll be speaking virtually, of course. I'm not going to Nigeria this year, but the dates are August the 19th through the 20th. I'll be sharing out the link. Those of you that are following me here on the page and follow me on my personal page, I'll get the link. Registration absolutely free. We want you to come on, support, hear what these amazing group of people and women and men have to share. And it's a cross the waters building. Okay. Those that are in Nigeria, we're helping, here in the States, we're helping schools and communities build and continue to build. And so our team here in the U.S., we're doing efforts as well, such as food banks at universities and colleges. That's one of our biggest projects that we're working on here, is making sure that we can participate in the food banks. So join me on August the 19th and 20th. It's going to be 10 o'clock their time, which is 5 o'clock our time here in Greensboro, Eastern Standard Time. But look out for the link. Join us. And if you're unable to because you're scheduled, just pray for us, okay? All right. I just wanted to share that. This is going to be really good. Dr. Tashina, I need to see how I can get you on that. Tell them, hey, I got this lady who really has a message for us in any country. You're a world traveler as well, but you have a message that's global. Well, listen, I thank you for coming. Look forward to being in the room with you and your ladies and just coming and gleaning in there to support you. It's been a long time coming. Oh, listen, super glad that you thought of us. We've been on this journey for a while, and the different book projects. And so thank you for coming on Coffee Conversation. It is always our custom, everyone, to have our author guests to share their last words on what's on their heart, and also let us also know, again, we want you to purchase the book, be looking out for purchasing the book, but let's go ahead and support the upcoming event that is happening on Friday. And so, Dr. Reeder, I'm going to turn it over to you. You're welcome. I think you're on mute.
Do you mind if I read another excerpt?
Oh, please. Yes.
This comes from another chapter that's focusing on reconnecting with yourself. So reconnecting with yourself means expanding your sense of identity to include your values, your inner life, your relationships, your curiosity, your history, your faith, your humor, your grief, and your longing. It means building a sense of self that does not disappear when the titles are removed. So the first step in reconnecting with yourself is developing the capacity to recognize what you are actually feeling without immediately doing something about it. This sounds simpler than it is. Most high-achieving women have become highly skilled at emotional management, which is not the same as emotional awareness. Management means keeping feelings contained, functional, and out of the way so that you can continue performing. Awareness means pausing to notice what is present, naming it accurately, and allowing it to exist without immediately being redirected. So I leave this with you today is it's okay to embrace the pause, meaning the rest, the sit still, the waiting room of life. It's okay to check in with yourself, to ask yourself, how am I really feeling? And be honest with that assessment of yourself, right? Because nothing changes if nothing changes, right? And all the time we have to accept or acknowledge first the hard truth that what we're really feeling so that we can change it and to be accepting of what it is that we're feeling, right? And then move accordingly. And don't be so quick to try to fix. Sometimes we have to sit in the discomfort of it all, right? To realize what needs to change. So my sister, be encouraged. You're not alone. Connect with your supports that are there to help you. And give yourself grace to this. And rest. I know that's the thing that we're saying now, but honestly, truly, rest. Thank you, Dr. Sandy, for having me. Dr. Sandy. I think she may have left, but if you want to know more about there she is. Can you hear me? I think you're on mute.
There we go. I'm on mute. But yes, ma'am, go ahead. You were saying?
No, I was finished. I was like, Dr. Sandy. I was calling your name.
Okay. Okay. Our Jeannie is, I want to take time, you all. Dr. Reeder, she is a podcaster, just launched her podcast. She's been doing lives and super, super proud of her. She does food wellness type podcasts and recipes and healthy living and all of that. I'm super proud of her. And so, yes, she is a new podcaster, but I'm getting the link up for you now. Our Jeannie, there it is, and it's on your side. Okay. I'm going to clear this out here. I don't know what this is that I put over here, but we're not going to get that up. But yes, we look forward to being in on Friday night and joining us on Friday. And I'm going to try it one more time over here because I want you to get it. And you can also follow without the DR. It is there. It's Dr. Tashina Reeder. Okay, so you can follow her on all social medias and on Facebook. That's how you will find her. All right. I want to make sure I put it up here. All right. There we go. Our Jeannie, I hope you found it. I just put it in on the live comment over on the side. And also you can reach out to me and I'll make sure that you have it. Well, Dr. Tashina, it's good to see you again.
Well, my gosh.
Yes, and we're gonna be in there to support you. Got my pom-poms already, and we'll be in there on Friday night to support and also to glean because I intentionally took a few days off this summer and for the month of the first week of August, last week of July, first week of August, and had to just decompress. Yeah. And should we be using that word? See, now I'll be asking you all of this stuff, but I had to decompress. I had to, because I was moving, and yes, going through job transition, a professional job. And I'm saying, God, okay, am I entering in this stage in my life for entrepreneurship? So these are some of the things that I too do have before the Lord. And so, I know you to be a believer. I know you to be a woman of faith. And so I'm just glad that we're able to sit in this space today.
I'm excited. Yeah, I can't wait till Friday. The panel is going to be amazing.
Yeah.
In fact, two of the panelists are ministers. And,
yeah, I was about to tell you. Tell us about your panelists. Yeah, come on.
So we have Tiara Neal. She is a therapist. well, a former therapist. She's now entered into this space of coaching with women, but she's also an executive business
Okay.
strategist, and she's also
Okay.
a ordained minister. So I've been working with her for
Mhm.
many years in the clinical space. And so
Yeah.
I have her. She just published her first book, and so you'll hear all about
Mhm.
it on Friday. Then I have Deandra Richardson, who is a dear friend of mine, who is also a minister, but she's also in the space of leadership training.
Okay.
And she is the founder of a program called Tree Pottery. She
Okay.
creates, she makes grounding stones to help regulate your nervous system. And
Oh,
so she talks about her grounding stones that she does. And so she partners with different organizations and clinicians for them to maybe have them in their practice or
yeah.
use in different trainings. But it's a great tool that she's created, handmade. She handmakes them
Wow.
to help regulate your nervous system when feeling anxious and things of that nature. So I am excited to have them both on the panel, including myself as a trained clinician. I'll be part of the panel as well to be talking about this topic. And our moderator is Michelle Schoolfield, and she's a caretaker for her mother, and so she's going to share from the perspective also of her experiences with burnout as a caretaker. And so we all come from different walks of life with different experiences around this topic. So yeah.
Yes, so you've got a great group of women, including your moderator, that is going to be in the room. So let's get in the room. Let's get in the space. That's what we have to do. I'm loving everything I'm hearing. I'm on edge. Got my registration done. I'm coming with my coffee, my tea, or whatever. Probably need some tea on Friday night. All right,
Invite
but
your friends, invite those who you think would benefit from the conversation.
yes,
Yeah.
absolutely. We'll get the word out. Got some couple of ladies that I have in my DMs that I'll be sending this out, and so we're going to be in the room with you. Well, listen again. Thank you so much.
Mhm.
Know that I love you. Listen, audience. Thank you all for tuning in for another great episode of Coffee Conversation and Book Talks with Sandy, where we are hosting authors, anthology books projects, and most of all, I say that it is for you. Why? Because you just might be looking for a good book to read. Do follow us on the Her Media Network. It is an amazing new network. We have a home there for Christian women that are in business and in ministry. And so listen, do download it. You can find us on Roku. Yes, Apple Pie. You can find us on Fire TV, Spotify. Of course, you can find our channel on Spotify. We're pushing you all toward that. I'm rebranding on that channel now, Dr. Reeder. So we'll actually in the fall. So you all look out. Going to actually, it's already active there, but there's some old content there. But we're going to be adding some new content, including this conversation. So listen, y'all take care. All right, and we're gonna head on out of here. Any last words though? I think we
On Friday, get your
yeah,
book, get your copy.
there it is. All right, we'll see you all Friday. Thank you for tuning in. Let us know that you heard about it right here on Coffee Conversation and Book Talks with Sandy podcast. All right, take care.